Hi, everybody. My name's Lisa. I live in Independence, Missouri, and I was going to tell you a funny story that happened to me. I've told a few of my friends, and whenever I tell them, they say, "Oh my gosh, you should record that and put that online. That is too funny not to share." So, anyway, I'll let you be the judge. This has been a while back, but I'm an independent contractor. I had a job coming up, a last minute job that was coming up for a Saturday, and I was going to need help on it. So I called a friend of mine and I said, you want to earn some extra money and help me? And he said, yes, I do. And he said, but the problem is my car is going to be in the shop this weekend. You'd have to come get me. I said, okay, not a problem. So I went and picked him up in Excelsior Springs, which is also a suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. Go Chiefs. So anyway, I went and I picked him up. And on the way back, instead of taking the interstate, there's a road that you can turn on that kind of cuts through Liberty, and then you're back in Independence. So when I turned on that street, it jogged my memory as to what had happened to me on that street just the previous week. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't tell you what happened to me here last week. I said, I was driving down this road, and there was a pickup truck in front of me. And I said, it happened right about here. I said, all of a sudden, this little kitten falls out from underneath the truck. Okay? Sidebar. I said a little kitten fell out from under the truck. What he heard me say was a little kid fell out from under the truck. Okay, so I go on. So his reply is, oh my gosh, what happened? I said, well, you know how usually when they hit, they just kind of roll off to the side? Like I know what kids do when they fall out of trucks. I don't know. But anyway, I said, well, this one, I said, he landed on his tummy and he started like sliding like this across the road. And I said, I didn't want to hit him. I swerved and I tried not to hit him, but I did. I couldn't help it. He's like, oh my gosh, you hit him? And I'm like, well, yeah, I didn't mean to. Well, what'd you do? What happened? What'd you do? And I'm like, well, just calm down. I was like, well, there's nothing I could do. I said, I looked in the rearview mirror and I knew he was dead because he was like flipping around, so I knew he was dead. And he's going, oh my gosh, well, you called 911? I said, no, what I decided to do is just go ahead and follow the pickup truck. And then wherever they stopped, I would go up to them and I would tell them what happened. And that way, when they got home, if they got to looking for him, they'd know what happened. And he's freaking out. He's losing. What do you mean? Did you tell him that? And what did they say? What happened? And I said, well, at this point, I'm thinking this guy really likes cats. And I go, well, just calm down. I said, I told them, and they were okay with it. They appreciated me telling. He's like, what? And I go, what is wrong with you? It was a cat. And he goes, it was a what? And I go, it was a cat. And he goes, oh my gosh. He goes, I thought you said it was a kid. And I go, a kid? I got so he starts to talk and I put my hand over his mouth. I'm going, shut up, don't say a word. Like, this is the funniest thing that's ever happened. I said, what did you think when I said I knew he was dead because he was flipping around? And I'm not, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to pull over because I'm going to wet my pants. This is just too funny. He goes, I didn't understand why you didn't stop. And anyway, it was pretty soon after he got the shock over with. I told him, I said, I didn't know what kind of crazy person I'd let in my truck. And he's like, I didn't know what kind of crazy person's truck I got into when you started telling that. But anyway, it turned out we've laughed about it ever since it happened. And it was just really funny. But anyway, so that's my story. I don't know if it's one of those she had to be there for it to be funny, but I hope I told it so you get the humor. Anyway, it was hilarious. Okay, anyway, I'm done. I guess I'll post this, see what happens. If you like it, share it, please. Okay, bye.